What's the most hurtful thing you've overheard about yourself by accident? In sophomore year of high school, I had 3 girls who bullied me mercilessly. I heard a lot of things that hurt my feelings, but the worst one was this one day when my dad was helping me carry things into school for a project. We passed by one of the girls with some of her friends who didn't know me, and I heard her go, "Why does she dress like that? She's so fucking weird. She's literally always fucking happy about every little thing. It's so fucking annoying." Really loud. My dad and I both heard it. He is very socially awkward, so he couldn't bring himself to say anything. He also didn't want to acknowledge that he heard it because I think he thinks I didn't want him to bring it up. I just kind of saw his heart break in his eyes. I can imagine his pain. I know I would break down in tears if someone ever said something mean about him, whether he was there or not. We both just kept walking and we stopped talking. It was a long and silent walk. I don't know why she criticized what I was wearing. I was wearing leggings and a plain t-shirt. I felt better in junior year at one point. The bullying had gotten so bad that they would tweet about me and then throw me down farther if I tried to stand up for myself. They'd make up names for me and whisper them when I was doing presentations in class to throw me off. One time I found out my grandmother died while I was in class, and one of the girls goes, "OMG, she's crying," really loud. Thankfully, my teacher didn't put up with her. They also bullied her daughter at points, though I was the main target. She would tell them off. One even physically wrecked my school project. Anyway, one day I just couldn't handle it. During my free period, I went to the auditorium and just cried. I didn't know the tech director was in there with some of my peers. They came up to me and I remember saying, "How do you handle it when someone doesn't like you?" And they all knew who I was talking about. I remember these sweet kids. Most of them were a part of the LGBTQ+ community, and they knew what it felt like to be bullied. Told me they were jealous. They told me that I was beautiful and smart, and that everyone in the school, it was a tiny school, liked me, and they couldn't handle that. They also told me they couldn't handle that I was happy in life. That always stuck me. It changed my view. The girls were all overweight and rude and mean. They were always complaining too. It was clear they weren't happy. Later on, one of them tried to sabotage and see by taking my project I worked for months on and tore it to shreds. It was a tri-fold board and she ripped everything off of it and scribbled. Principal knew what I was going and told me that if I thought it was sabotage, they was such as reason to suspend and expel. I believe in karma, so I told them I believed her that it was an accident. Was let detect. Well, karma did get. One of them was arrested after graduation. Another was dumped by her boyfriend and is randomly suffered loss. Third dropped out of college, was kicked out. Was like, but I did of course get my own little revenue girl wrecked my project for graduate freeze for a few months in freshman year. Both I had a stick of concealer in the back. One day I realized it kept the bottom of my bag, got a cap dirt head. Well, this girl has the nerve to ask me to borrow it and see a wreck. I gently wiped the tip of it off so it had been let her. She came in later, that horrible skin. She had broken out everywhere. I didn't even feel bad.